So, time for some old school Muppet lore. When I do non-fuck fascist videos, I don't always get a lot of engagement. But this one's giving me joy in a very, very bad time. So I thought it was appropriate. Now, you must see, I was born in 1987. And as such, I was on that cusp of new Muppet Babies and no new Muppet Babies. Same for Muppets as a whole because Jim Henson died when I was turning 3, almost to the day. I still remember that. So I had toys through my childhood that I really, really treasured, and my whore mother gave away at random. I'm having trouble remembering if the one I'm going to talk about was actually given away. I think it might have broke after a while. But there's pictures of me about age 2 or 3, so around when Jim died, playing with these, and I've since learned that there was a whole set of them. And I always remember my whore mother bitching because she'll be damned if we're going to learn anything. Children are noisy. Shocking, I know. Somehow I'm a spinster, but I know this. And I was kind of annoyed to find a headphone jack on it because I'm like, bitch, you could have put the headphones. So one thing the Muppet Babies had towards the end of the 80s was a set of musical instruments. And I had the piano. It's a Casio. Ooh, for the 80s, very fancy. And it's just absolutely adorable, if you can see here. I have seen, let's see, I think they had a guitar, a ukulele, a drum set, and a horn. I've seen those, but they're very rare and they're very hard to find. I'm not even sure if this was part of that set because there were other Muppet Baby pianos, of which I actually have now too, because the magic of eBay. And I'm very lucky that I got on this shit immediately when I heard there was a new Muppet movie coming out back in 2011, because I was like, oh hell yeah. I'm still mad I couldn't be an extra in it. I lived right there, but anyway. So I purchased a lot of the things I lost as a child around that time. I'm sure these go for more money now. This was $30 back then. Well worth it. And like most 80s toys, oh, this is actually AAA. It takes a ton of batteries. I think at least 4 of these. I thought it was double D because for a long, almost every 80s toy were like double D's or D's. Like it was crazy. And so, I've had this since 2011 and I've done very little with it. And then when I thought, I've been trying to learn how to read music because my love of music never left me despite being bad at performing it. And thanks to Duolingo and their AI, I guess, that's why I won't give them any more money, but I'm actually learning things. Also, you can see they have these handy little notes what key is what there, but that's nice of them. It also has, let's see, a tempo feature. What else is it? A rhythm select. And I think this one just automatically starts playing shit. I actually haven't played with that yet. It can also be a piano sound, and it's very 80s. What is that one? I'm not sure what kind of sound. It's a moon and a star. A violin, a flute, and something else whimsy, I guess. And for the 80s, this was pretty advanced. This advanced stuff. So I've been playing with this lately because I very much want to play a version of Smoke Weed, Eat Pussy Every Day called Smoke Weed, Punch Nazis Every Day. And I'm doing alright at it. It's a Kia A. Let's see what that star one sounds like. I can't remember. Theremin? That's an interesting way to do a theremin, I guess. And of course, even the tempos sound very 80s. This is swing, which is not 80s. I just adore it. And if people actually like this video, I will get out the other one. The other piano is more for toddlers, and that's why I can't remember if this one came first or that one. But if you've ever seen, there's a round of a little toddler piano for Sesame Street. And it's got like their little heads pop up when you play. I had that too. This one was Muppet Babies, including Skeeter, and their little heads pop up. It's in the closet. I thought, hey, that's probably worth a lot of money now too. But I might break it out just for the fun of it. See, in fascist bad times, you just gotta enjoy shit, man. You just gotta find your joy, no matter how stupid or weird or useless it even is. Because if you don't, you will lose your goddamn mind. As you can see, I am surrounded in whimsy just to try and keep focused. So, yeah, I'm gonna check what these are going on for eBay now because now I'm curious. Not that I'd ever sell it. As long as it keeps working, I love it. Sometime before my third sister was born in 1995, very much around that time, and this had either died or been given away. We had a Mickey Mouse one that was I recall it as being a hair larger, but I could be wrong. And that one actually taught me to play piano to a point because instead of chords, they were kind of marked with numbers, and it'd tell you how to, like, this came with a book of how to play certain songs. Mickey's must have too. I don't remember it well, but I do remember I really nailed Frere Jacques. And I cannot stress to you how little music education I had as a child. And my off-key parents, their bad 80s hair bands, and that was it. One time, every time my mother got crazy, we went to church during times of crisis. And if you've ever been to a Christian church, they have a hymn book and it's got music written for how to sing the hymn. I look at that, she'd say, open that and sing the hymn. I'm like, how? And I've watched all these people singing and I'd be like, how do they know this? Have they just, like, done it before? The answer is if you could read music and you actually knew how to hit those notes based on what you were reading, then you could perform the song. I mean, it was so bad when I decided I wanted to learn how to sing correctly at 12. I didn't even know where to breathe during a song. So, even though I still suck, I've come a long way. I can read these keys now. Thank you, Duolingo. And thank you, Kermie, as always.